Have you ever wanted to bring the beauty of the cosmos into your home? Imagine sipping your morning coffee or evening tea while resting your cup on a coaster that mirrors the mesmerizing swirls and twinkles of a distant galaxy. Today, we step into the world of galaxy-inspired resin coasters, a unique and creative way to bring a touch of the universe right to your living room. These coasters, with their deep colors and shimmering effects, not only serve a practical purpose but also add a celestial charm to any home setting. And the best part? You can create them yourself. All you'll need are a few simple materials, including resin, pigments, and a little bit of your time. You'll be surprised at how easy it is to transform these everyday items into cosmic masterpieces. So, are you ready to embark on this stellar DIY journey and create your own galaxy within the confines of your home? Before we start creating our galactic masterpiece, we must first gather all the necessary materials. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to it. First and foremost, we'll need resin. This will serve as the primary medium for our cosmic creation. Next up is mica powders. These fine, shimmery substances will give our coasters the ethereal glow of distant galaxies. Alongside mica powders, we'll use glitter to add an extra sprinkle of stardust. Now, where would we be without the silicone coaster mold? This is the canvas for our galactic artistry, shaping our coasters into perfect circles. Then we have our mixing cups. They will play a crucial role in blending our resin with mica powders and glitter. Stir sticks are next on our list. These tools will help us create a cosmic swirl in our resin mixture. And last but not least, we'll need a heat gun to pop any pesky bubbles that may form in the resin. With all these materials in place, we're ready to start crafting our galaxy-inspired resin coasters. The first step in creating our galaxy coasters is to prepare our resin mixture. The magic of these celestial creations lies in the liquid resin, a versatile substance that hardens into a clear, glossy finish, perfect for showcasing our galaxy-inspired designs. Now, mixing resin might sound intimidating, but don't worry, it's a straightforward process. The key here is to achieve the right ratio between the resin and the hardener, which is typically 1:1. This means if you pour out a cup of resin, you'll need to match it with an equal amount of hardener. Getting this ratio right is crucial because it ensures the resin cures properly, resulting in a flawless, glass-like finish. Before we start mixing, let's talk about safety. Working with resin is relatively safe, but it's important to take precautions. Always work in a well-ventilated area to avoid inhaling any fumes. And although resin isn't typically skin irritating, it's a good idea to wear gloves to keep your hands clean. Safety glasses can also provide an extra layer of protection. Now, let's get mixing. Pour your resin and hardener into a clean, dry mixing cup. Using a stir stick, blend the two components together. Mix slowly to avoid creating bubbles. You'll want to stir until the mixture is clear and free of streaks. This usually takes about 2 to 3 minutes. Patience is key here, my friends. And while we're stirring, let's add a bit of whimsy. Sprinkle in some fine glitter. This will give our coasters that distinctive star-studded galaxy look. The glitter will suspend itself within the resin, creating a captivating depth and sparkle once it's cured. Now that we have our resin mixture prepared, we can move on to the fun part, adding color and sparkle. Remember, creativity is the only limit when crafting your own universe. So let's roll up our sleeves and dive into the cosmic abyss of our imagination. Now let's dive into the cosmos and start creating our galaxy effect. Picture the universe. It's a swirling mass of colors, speckled with bright stars and celestial bodies. That's the effect we're aiming for with our resin coasters. To get there, we'll be using mica powders and glitter. Mica powders are incredibly versatile. They come in a wide variety of colors, and when mixed into resin, they create beautiful, opaque tints. For our galaxy effect, we'll use a combination of deep blues, purples, and blacks to mimic the colors of the cosmos. To begin, you'll need to separate your resin into smaller cups, one for each color you plan to use. Add a small amount of mica powder to each cup, starting with a pinch and adding more to intensify the color as needed. Stir thoroughly until the powder is completely mixed in. Next, it's time for the glitter. The glitter is what will give our coasters their starry effect. Opt for a fine glitter in silver or gold. Sprinkle a small amount into each of your colored resins and stir. Remember, a little goes a long way. The glitter should be subtle, mimicking distant stars, not overpowering the colors of your galaxy. Now it's time to pour the colored resin into the silicone mold. Start with your darkest color. This will serve as the backdrop for your galaxy. Pour it into the mold and use a craft stick to spread it around, covering the bottom of the mold. Next, pour in your other colors. There's no right or wrong way to do this, just let your creativity guide you. You might choose to pour the colors in lines, circles, or random patterns. The beauty of this project is that every coaster will be unique, just like every galaxy in the universe. Here's where the magic happens. Once all your colors are in the mold, take a heat gun and lightly heat the resin. This will not only help to remove any bubbles, but it will also cause the colors to meld and merge, creating that swirling galaxy effect we're after. Just be sure not to overheat the resin, as it can cause it to yellow or distort. Finally, sprinkle a bit more glitter over the top. This will give the impression of stars sparkling in the foreground of your galaxy. Once you're satisfied with your design, set it aside to cure. With our resin poured, and the galaxy effect created, we're one step closer to having our own piece of the universe. Patience is key when working with resin. It's now time to let our coasters cure. This step is as crucial as any other. Why? Because curing is when the resin hardens and solidifies, transforming our liquid art into a tangible piece of beauty. It's the moment when your creation truly comes to life. So how long should we wait? Typically it takes about 24 to 72 hours for the resin to cure completely. But remember, this isn't a process to rush. It's a labor of love, a testament to your patience and craftsmanship. Where should we store them? A cool, dry, dust-free place is ideal. Exposure to dust or moisture can interfere with the curing process, leaving unwanted marks or inconsistencies on your coasters. So as we tuck away our soon-to-be galaxy-inspired resin coasters, let's relish the anticipation. While we wait for our coasters to cure, let's take a moment to appreciate the beauty we've created. The wait is over. It's time to unveil our galaxy-inspired resin coasters. We've traveled through the cosmos, mixed our resin, created our galaxy effect, and patiently allowed our coasters to cure. Now, the moment of truth has arrived. Gently, ever so gently, we'll begin to remove the coasters from their silicone molds. This is a delicate process, and it's important not to rush. We want to avoid any unnecessary damage to our beautiful cosmic creations. Start by peeling away the silicone mold from the edges of the coaster. Feel how the mold releases with ease, revealing a smooth and shiny surface that mirrors a star-studded night sky. Continue this process slowly and carefully until the coaster is completely free from the mold. You may notice some rough edges or resin drips around the sides of the coaster. Don't worry, these can be easily cleaned up. You can use a craft knife or a piece of fine grit sandpaper to carefully remove any excess resin. Remember, this process should be done gently and patiently to avoid scratching the surface of the coaster. Once you've removed any unwanted resin and smoothed out the edges, it's time to give your coasters a final clean. A soft, lint-free cloth dampened with a little bit of soapy water is all you need to wipe away any dust or fingerprints. Now, take a step back and admire your handiwork. Look at the swirling colors, the shimmering glitters, the depth and dimension that makes each coaster a unique representation of a galaxy far, far away. You've created something truly special, something that can transport you to the cosmos every time you set your coffee cup or wine glass down. The beauty of the universe, captured in a practical piece of home decor. And there you have it, your very own galaxy-inspired resin coasters, a piece of the cosmos, right in the comfort of your own home.